never make, I always acknowledge my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He said, if you don't acknowledge him, he's not going to acknowledge you. And I also want to acknowledge my wife, Julie, who's in this fight with me. And also my team, Herschel. And also all of you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. And Senator Cruz, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And we have a lot of elected officials here. I want to thank them as well for being here. And I want to tell you guys something. They said we're in overtime. We're in overtime. That means we got to run off. Hey, I was built for this. God prepared me for this moment right here. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because if anyone knows anything about me, then you're going to know I grew up in that little town called Wrightsville, Georgia. And my mom said I was big bone, which meant I was fat. And I used to have this speech impediment for 4 years of my life. I never spoke in a classroom. For 4 years of my life, I never went out for a recess. Kids really didn't think I could speak. Because of the grace of God, though, I got a scholarship to go to college. Because of the grace of God, I got a chance to win a Heisman Trophy. Because of the grace of God, I got to play 15 years in pro football. Because of the grace of God, I got a chance to be on the 1992 Olympic bobsled team. That's just some stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Means absolutely nothing. Because God had to break me because he knew that something was happening that he was getting me ready for. And all that stuff wasn't enough. Because I was getting ready to go up against a wolf in sheep's clothing. Yes. And so what happened then, they told me I had a mental problem. Think about this now. I never drank before in my life. Never tasted beer, never had any alcohol, never taken any medicine in this body. But they told me I had a mental problem, and I'm like, wait, Herschel got a mental problem? And I'm talking about myself in third person, but I know that. So I went to this hospital, and I remember being at this hospital, and I go, whoa, these people here are crazy. I am not like them. But then because of the grace of God, I realized that we all fall short of the glory of God. But then what happened then is, as I was looking around, because I started watching television, which is the biggest mistake you can make in your life, I happened to see this minister on television. And he said, the problem we have with America is racism. And he said, America need to apologize for its whiteness. And the next thing I saw is he was being elected to our United States Senate to represent the great state of Georgia. And I said, wait, no. I said, wait. He don't represent Georgia. No. Because I'm Georgia born and Georgia bred, and when I die, I'll be Georgia dead. He don't represent Georgia. And all of a sudden, I see him going to Washington, and then I hear how he's voted with Joe Biden 96% of the time. Which meant, no, Gary, you know, we can agree to disagree, but we got to agree to disagree with someone like that. And he don't know but it's time for him to go. Yeah, it's time for him to go, and I want to tell him right now, don't let that door hit you in the right side as you leave the people happy. Because I was built for this right here. And so as I started looking at him, what he was doing to this great country and to this great state, I said, not on my watch, I'm not going to let this happen. Because in the book I read, it says nothing about the color of your skin. God talks about your heart, it doesn't talk about the color of your skin. And he's in a church where a man talks about the content of your character, not the color of your skin. And all he talks about is the color of your skin. You heard the senator tell you, most everything he was trying to introduce had to do with the color of someone's skin. And I said, not on my watch. Because let me tell you, if we can't get through that door together, none of us are going to get there at all. Because we can't get there. None of us are going to get there at all. Because I'm going to tell you right now, something happened to me When I was young, something happened when my mom taught me that there's no color in right and wrong. And that's what we got to get to. There's no color in right and wrong, but what we have done, we've elected people to office that have forgotten about the Constitution of the United States of America. And they've forgotten about America. And they think when somebody says make America great again, that's a bad term. I'm telling you, if you live in America, you should want America to be great again. Why somebody don't think America should be great. And I told him, I'm like Ricky Bobby. I don't like to be second. And I think we're a great country, but the way we become even greater, we got to come together. Because in the book I read, it says a house divided cannot stand. And we're not going to divide that house underneath my watch. We're not going to divide that house underneath my watch. And y'all can tell I'm not a politician. I don't look like one, don't talk like one, don't act like one. I'm that warrior from God that he's been looking for. I'm that warrior from God he's been looking for. That he's going to go to Washington. He's going to go to Washington and he's going to say, no, no, no. Like my father said, when I say no, I mean no. And then when he got to the point that I didn't like the rules underneath his roof, he said, you can leave my house. And that's what we got to get back to. Is if you don't like the rules of the United States of America, you can leave. But the guy I'm running against, he's a slick devil, is he not? He's a slick one. I knew that when I saw him. And my father told me about those smooth walking, dress talking people. They dress so nice and they get up with all the big words. And you heard him, I hope you heard him in that debate. You heard him in that debate, but all of a sudden in that debate, he couldn't speak that slick talk no more, did he? Yeah, no. He became Scooby-Doo at some moment. Y'all heard that, did you not? Y'all heard that because in that debate, they asked him, they said, sir, will you vote for Joe Biden in 2024? And he went, hey, he's now know that he's facing his redemption, and that is Herschel Walker. Because, and then he was dying to go into overtime. He was dying to go into overtime because if you watch what he was saying, we're going to go in a runoff. And I was saying, no, I want to beat you outright. And if he want to go in a runoff with me, I'm saying, you bring it, Holmes. You bring it, because I was built for this. This is what I was built for. And then, no. And Senator Cruz talked about it. Here's the reason that the crime is on the streets. And I'm going to tell you, every woman want to leave her house at night. And the reason you don't want to leave is because someone like Senator Warnock that has made our police officers, the morale go down. He brought their recruitment down. And I remember the other day, I told everyone I was leaving my campaign office and it was starting to get dark outside. And as it was starting to get dark outside, I happened to watch this police officer that pulled his car over. And this car was white. The tinted windows were in the car. And as he was walking up to this car, I got nervous. I got nervous because as I see all the iPhones, and I said, hey, well, I don't want anything to happen. I don't want that officer to bother this guy. And then I started thinking, we got to reform the officer. And then no, we got that wrong too. Why don't we reform this citizen so we all can go home safe? Because everybody wants to go home safe. But because we have a sitting senator like Senator Warnock that don't believe in law and order. He don't believe in law and order. When you want to release prisoners out of jail, prisoners out of prison, want a no-cash bail. And I said, hey, in the book I read, I remember Adam and Eve. And God said, from this place here, you have total freedom. But if you touch and eat from that tree, you will surely die. They were held to responsibility. So now you need to get leaders in Washington that's going to become leaders, not followers. And he's a follower. He's a follower to vote for Joe Biden 96% of the time. He either follow Joe Biden or he has no clue of what he's doing. So he decides on what he wants. Follow Joe Biden and don't know what the heck he's doing. So that's the reason he needs to leave that office. Because he's voted to make it hard on us. He's making it hard on us. Do y'all feel more money in your pocket? Do you feel more money in your pocket? Hey, have the gas prices going up? Have the grocery bill going up? Have the utility bill going up? Well, you know who's because of that. It's not just Joe Biden, but it's Senator Warnock as well. But he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you that because all they're talking about is what Herschel Walker has done. Let me tell you what I've done. I built my own business. I haven't lived off my parishioners. I haven't lived off the taxpayer because that's the only thing he's done. And then he lived off his, I'm going to call him millionaire slumlord. Shouldn't you call him a millionaire slumlord? You see what he was doing in that apartment building he's doing over there? And then he's, I'm going to get out of it. No, you can't get out of that, sir. That's your fault of that. You know, and he always say, I'm a Matthew 25, all those great words. But he don't read the whole sentence. He don't read the whole verse. Matthew 25 don't say you evict poor people out of their home. Matthew 25 means you help people. You care for people, but he don't care for them. He's a hypocrite. And I know he is a hypocrite, and everyone know that. And I told him I'm going to call him Wrecking Rap. I'm going to call him Wrecking Rap because he wrecked everything since he's been in office. Y'all seen that. No. Let's call him the Grinch. The Grinch that stole everybody's dreams because he's stealing every kid America's dream. Because what he's trying to tell white kids that they are no oppressor. He's trying to tell black kids that they are victims. Well, I'm here to tell you that every kid can be a victorious when they vote for me. Because I'm going to help you to become that American dream. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I am sick and tired of people putting this country down. I am sick and tired of people telling kids they can't make it. And you know, Senator Cruz told you. And he didn't tell you that, did he? He didn't tell you that. He said he wants every kid to get that education. He didn't tell you he voted against that. Let me tell you the reason he didn't tell you. Because the teachers union is one of his biggest fundraisers. Yeah. He didn't want to hurt the teachers union. Y'all know the leader of the teachers union make over $500,000 a year. And the average teacher, what do they make? $50-something thousand. So that means that she's making almost 9 times as much as the average teacher's making. So he didn't want to tell you that he don't want a kid to get an education. What he wanted to do is he wanted the teacher union to support him. I'm telling you right now, no. Let's give every kid an education. Let's pay teachers more, but then we also going to put money in the kid, not in that institution. Let's give a kid an opportunity to get that education. That's what I want. And then And then he want to tell you, because he was with the Black Lives Matter, Black Lives do matter, but all lives matter. Victim lives matter. Everybody lives matter. Oh, he said, and this is what he said. I'm not saying it. This is what he said. He said a doctor, a patient, and the government can't be in the same room. Y'all know his abortion stance. And I said, wait, sir, there's a baby in that room too. Did he forget about that? A baby there too. Wait. He's a pastor. And then nobody want to call him out. Well, I'm going to call him out. Truth is true. And there's a baby in that room, but he didn't tell you this, did he? He did not tell you this. He wanted the government to come back in that room and pay for it. Did he tell you that? He wanted the government to come back in and pay for it. But then I'm going to tell you this right here that he's not telling you. Remember I mentioned Black Lives Matter? Do you know the majority of the babies aborted in Atlanta are black? So what is he doing? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. He is a hypocrite. He's not telling you that. He's a hypocrite. He's not telling you the truth. And he's going to continue to be that hypocrite, that wolf in sheep clothing. Because he's not telling you this either. You know, he has voted against our military. He said you can't serve God and the military at the same time. Do you know we're the greatest country in the United States in the world because we have a United States military? But yet they bringing pronouns. They're bringing pronouns in our military. So his pronoun is going to be former senator. Pronoun. That's his pronoun. Former senator. That's his pronoun. Because let me tell you what I want to do. What I want to do, I want to support our military and give them all the resources that they need to get their job done. Not bringing pronouns into our military. We're not going to bring no pronouns to our military. Are you serious? And then we letting them get away with this stuff. That's lying to you. They're lying to you. Everything they're saying about you, that's what they're doing to themselves. And we gotta wake up to it. Senator Warnock is a reverend too. You heard him. He's a reverend too. Whenever he gets feeling guilty, you start bringing his reverend into the situation. Hey, that don't bother me, does it? Don't bother me because you're hurting my family. And all you are my family. Because I'm going to tell you something that you may not know. It ain't the color of your skin, because 23andMe has screwed us all up. It don't matter what we are. It don't matter what we are. But what I do know we're Americans. That's what matters. That we're all Americans. And that's what we need to Americans rather than being something else. Because that's what they're trying to do. Divided, that's divided. When they divided you, that's how they conquer. But I want us to wake up to it. That's what you got to do. You got to get out and vote. You got to get out and vote because, you know, he hung around and got into this runoff. And he thinking he's going to win. We need to prove him wrong and let him get out of that office. He don't deserve to be in that office representing Georgia. I thought he was from California, the way he was voted. I thought he was from California. That's where most of his donor money comes from, is California. Oh, no, New York. And let me tell you, he didn't tell you this either. Do you know he had an opportunity to get almost $1 billion contract to do a job here in Marietta, Georgia? But you know what he did? He gave it to Chuck Schumer to do a rail system. Yeah, he gave it to Chuck Schumer. He's not telling you that. He been over for Chuck Schumer. And then you see Chuck Schumer talking about him on that air tour mark. He was talking about it to the president, told him he was going to lose. And he knows he's going to lose, and he don't know that those guys don't like him. They just using him for his vote. And he voting right along with him. I told him, you better stand up straight, Senator. Get off your knees and let them do whatever they want to you. Get up and stand up. Stand up for the great people of Georgia. Stand up. You know, he maybe, I don't know him that well, because I tried to shake his hand after that debate. He couldn't wait to get out of that room. He couldn't wait to get out. I wouldn't wait either because I became the adult in the room because I took him to school. Did y'all see that? I took him to school. And then maybe now he'll realize that he got to get off his knees, that begging them to do things for him and start representing Georgia the right way. Less than 2 years. Y'all see what he's done to this country. Less than 2 years, he's done it to you, and he's going to do it again. He has for 6 more years. 6 more years. I tell you what, we can't recover from that. We cannot recover from that. And then you hear this, Joe Biden, they told us that, President, you're headed in the wrong direction. What are you going to do? Nothing. He said nothing. So that means Senator Warnock not going to do nothing. So this is what we're going to have. You're going to continue to have the high gas prices. You're going to continue to have high utility bills. You're going to continue to have high grocery prices. You're going to continue to have crime on the street. You're going to continue to have that open border. And do y'all know this? 70% of the drugs coming into the border, coming across the border, go through Atlanta, Georgia. That's where they redistribute the drugs at. You've seen fentanyl. Fentanyl is killing most all our young people from 18 to 45. And what are they doing about it? Absolutely nothing. So you need leaders that are going to go down to the border, and Senator Cruz said we're going to do something about it. I can promise you this. I'm not going to Washington to make friends. I'm going to Washington to do my job. That's what he should have done. And then they said that I don't need this. They said I don't need this. That's not the truth. I do need this because I'm not going to let my family hurt. They're not going to hurt my family. No, they're not. My parents taught me you protect your family. And that's what I'm going to Washington to do, to protect my family. And all of you are my family. So I'm going to protect my family. And that's what I said I'm going to do. You know, football wasn't my life. Football had nothing to do with my life. Track had nothing to do with my life. That Olympic bobsled had nothing to do with my life. Even my business I built had nothing to do with my life. My life, God prepared me for this moment right here. And I finally found that out. And that's the reason I decided to run. And I'm telling you right now, we cannot continue to do this. We cannot continue to do this. I want everyone to call a friend and tell your friend to get out and vote. Tell your friend you got to go out and vote. Do not sit on the sideline no more. Because if we sit on the sideline, we will not recognize this country again. They want to change everything about this country. They want to change it. And I said, right now, we got the B team in. We got the B team in. It's time to put the A team in. It's time to put the A team in. And the way we can do it is December the 6th. December the 6th, we got to get out and vote. Tell your friends to get out and vote. This is the most important election of your lifetime. It's coming December the 6th. We don't want to have Kamala Harris making decisions for us. We don't have Kamala Harris making decisions for us. We don't even want to have Senator Warnock making any more decisions for us. It is time for us to end this in the way you end it, by putting Herschel Walker as your citizen. Hey, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We got a couple more days before I can take him out of that office. Just a couple more days. But let me tell you what. They want to raise money. No, he's not trash yet. He's going to become trash. He's going to become trash. He's not trash yet. He's going to become trash. And the only reason I say that is I'm sick and tired of people putting this country down. This is the greatest country in the world today, the United States of America. And let me just say this. You know, guys, this green agenda. No. When we get to the point that we can get this green agenda together, I'm going to be all for it. Right now, we're not ready. Right now, we're not ready. And you see what they're doing to it. I want to leave you with this. I don't know if y'all know that he was one of the people that wanted that student loan. He went in to get that student relief loan. And y'all know that he said he went in and talked to the president and told the president to really go after to put that student loan together. And I don't know if you've seen what the kids said that they were doing with the money. Some of them was going on vacation. Yeah, they were going on vacation. They were buying video games. They were buying booze and drugs and gambling. And I'm thinking they're hanging out with Hunter Biden. They're doing good money. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to help you get your put money back in your pocket. Put the money back in your pocket. Guys, thank you guys so much for all of this.